in the middle of Plet, a little bit like you think a holiday destination, not an equestrian setup. And wow, you drive into this place, it is next level, it's world class here.
We're very lucky. We've got some fantastic facilities. So here at the college, we've got actually 4 entities operating out of this location. So we've got the college, which is the core and the center of everything. And here we train veterinary physiotherapists. So we offer a 4-year BSc degree registered with Department of Higher Education, Council of Higher Education, and the South African Vet Council. And that's a 4-year professional BSc degree, after which you'll qualify as a registered professional veterinary physiotherapist. So that's the core facility. And then associated with it, you've got the Equine-Librium stables. You know Ivan and Savannah very well, and they travel the country with their Equine-Librium truck. So
and all their pupils
I'm
following.
Sure, yes, their entourage of minions. And then in addition to stables, we've also got a physiotherapy, Equine-Librium physiotherapy clinic. There's one branch here in Plet, but as many of you will know, there's branches throughout the country. I think currently the clinics are employing 18 physiotherapists working around the country. So if you're looking for some expert physiotherapy treatment of your animals, best to give one of those Equine-Librium clinics a shout.
And just to speak to the service that you guys offer, I mean, I was lucky enough to enjoy one of your, I think it was Paige van Rensburg,
yes,
treating one of my horses at the last show, and I must say I'm hooked. You'd have to go into more depth to explain exactly what your physios offer at away shows and that, but I mean, my horse has never looked or felt better at that show. She was outstanding. I say mine, I own her, my wife rides her, but I've never seen the horse look better ever in my life. She was absolutely phenomenal. And you know, as you know, you can train as much as you want, you can be the best jockey in the world. It all comes down to sound, healthy horses at the end of the day. If an athlete's not feeling at the top of their game, you're not going to get the results you're looking for, no matter how good your training regime is.
I think what you've said there is backed up with quite a bit of evidence. If you don't have a horse feeling its best, it's not going to compete to its ultimate ability. And really, I mean, the role of the physiotherapist, the profession was promulgated in South Africa in 2018, so it's a new thing, and people don't know much about veterinary physiotherapists and what a properly trained physiotherapist can achieve. But there's many roles.
Well, I can tell our viewers a little bit. It's almost like you guys carry around a magic wand, because I must say that horse was fantastic at the last show. It almost looked like she grew dapples on her dapples like overnight after being treated.
Well, I think that's the job all the physios want to be doing, and that's working with performance horses that are actually well, but can do better. You know, if you think about yourself,
adding the cherry on the top.
Yeah,
kind of
when
thing.
you do a bit of exercise, it's not unusual to wake up stiff the next day. There's nothing wrong with you. You've just done a bit of work. There's some lactic acid in your muscles, and you need a little bit of help. And so the job that I think everyone enjoys if you're a physio is working with these sport horses that are actually in their prime, doing well, not broken, but you can get the most out of them with a proper maintenance treatment and a plan. You know, better yet is if you've got a physio who sees your horse regularly and can help you prep for your competitions.
Absolutely.
You know, when you've got shows every second weekend, every third weekend.
I'm already on that.
You need to sort of have the horse feeling its best. You know, it just gets your recovery down, and they can help you not just with treating sort of muscular pain that might accumulate after a little bit of exercise, but also with doing the right exercises. If you have an area that's weak, that the horse isn't muscling like it should, you know, what do we need to improve core strength, to improve stability, to get the horse loading the different areas that it's not, working from behind, using its neck, bending through the body. So there's a lot to it. And then, of course, there's the medical rehabilitation side to it as well, post-surgery, pre-surgery, injury-related sort of issues, and then rehabilitation programs. Your horse maybe has a tendon or ligament injury, and you've got to look at how do we get the strongest tendon or ligament after a 12-month rehab program. Well, you know, your physiotherapist should be able to advise you in that regard.
Talking a little bit about all those different areas of physiotherapy, tell us a bit about the facilities that you guys have here, maybe specifically towards rehab.
Well, we've got all the toys, you know. We've got our
that's
CEO,
what I want to hear about. I love the
to
toys.
thank for that. Yeah, Renelle, she does love the toys, and thank goodness for that, because we love her for it. So we've got all the fancy things. I don't know if you've had a chance to walk past that vibration plate.
I have. Is that the Aquatread?
The Aquatread's the group that make it. They've made our underwater treadmill. We've got a lovely underwater treadmill for dogs and for horses here,
which makes every person that's never used an aqua treadmill, I mean, makes them envious. We all wish we we had one if we could.
Yeah. If you want to put top line on, let me tell you, there's no greater toy than an underwater treadmill. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, they make the vibration plates as well, and those vibration plates are an incredibly useful tools. Not something we've had available in South Africa at a cost-effective sort of price point, and now we are. Excuse me a second. Now we've got them available in a very, very competitive price. I think they're going to be talking to you sometime tomorrow. But yeah, we're just overjoyed to have those vibration plates. We're helping develop them at the moment so that we can release a product that is really useful for conditioning horses. In terms of the facilities here, the last entity I didn't mention was the veterinary practice. So myself and Dr. Bronwyn, who you just saw walk up there, we run a small veterinary practice. We just do lameness. So we don't, luckily we don't spend much time in the night with colic horses or anything like that.
But you say that as if you're avoiding the colics and that, but it's not really. It's almost just honing in your skill as a professional soundness vet.
You know, there's so much to learn about animals. I mean, I think I'll be doing this for the rest of my life and learning. And so, yeah, it does make sense to focus on a specific area, and then you can do a little bit more. And we have all the toys, you know, we can do the IRAP and the PRP and the stem cells, and we've got a lovely ultrasound machine, x-ray machine. Yeah, we're very blessed here. We do have nice toys. And on the physio side as well, shockwave, laser, the works, you know. We've got it all here. So I think that's probably one of the strong points of the Equine-Librium Physio group, is that Renel's made damn sure they've got all the best toys, and those do make a difference.
And you mentioned that you mentioned 18 or so different physios across the country. So you guys service. Can I use the word service? You service the whole country.
Essentially, I think, especially in the major centres.
Yes.
You know, Kyalami, Cape Town, Summerveld area.
One of your sponsored riders would be Charlie Crockett. Am I right in saying?
Oh, you're asking the wrong questions to me.
I'm pretty
afraid,
sure.
But
I've seen the branding
right
there, and I mean, if any of our young riders and that at home want to aspire to win as much as Charlie and Ivan and the likes, I think you'd be doing well to get the Equine-Librium team on your side. Just from my personal experience, I think you guys do an amazing job at keeping the horses sound and happy. And like we said earlier, sound horses win prizes.
Yeah, it's
even despite bad jockeys, they still win good prizes.
In spite of, hey.
So if you're thinking of having more riding lessons, or just changing vets and physios, might be easier to just change vets and physios, win you some results.
No, I think you're overemphasizing our importance here, but yes, it's lovely. It's a privilege to be able to work with these awesome horses that we see here today, and we're grateful in our jobs to be so lucky as to be involved in events like this. So yeah.
In an area like this to boot.
Like this, yeah, it's not so bad in Africa.
So Tom, I just want to thank you for your time this afternoon. I know we're going to be spending a bit more time with the Equine-Librium team tomorrow, going through exactly what you guys are all about, how people get in contact with you, how they register to come and study here, XY, you know, all of that stuff, all the good stuff. Nice to meet one of the people behind the brand. Thank you very much for your time. I know you're a busy man, and we'll meet up tomorrow and chat a bit more.
Thanks very much for having me on here, Sten. And yeah, I think tomorrow you'll speak to Marinette, who's our principal, and I'm sure she